Welcome back. We are so excited for tonight's Big Picture show and another wild adventure with you in the jungle.
That's right, mates. We are here to guide and lead you through the trenches of the journey. As a reptile professional, I have not experienced a single ounce of fear. But if you have, it's okay. The jungle is a wild place. Take, for instance, this little old lady. This is Grandma Precious. She is a boa constrictor. She has almost 200 bones in her body. So don't touch her or she may get it quite hot under the collar.
I'm sorry, hot under the collar?
Yes, she's a little dodgy and can get it quite angry.
Okay, I think I'll obey and I'll let her be. Hey, this makes me think of our big picture question. How can we obey God?
Well, if we can obey God, we can trust Him and He can give us strength.
That's right, Crocodile Man. I am so happy to hear that you've been listening too.
Oh yeah, of course. Even Crocky can learn a thing or two. Now, if you excuse me, I gotta take a little trip to the dunny.
He had to go to the restroom. Let's get on our feet and join Tim, Bella, and the kids for some awesome worship music, and we'll check out our jungle friends.
Jesus, build your house inside of us, where the wind and waves won't shatter us, where love wins and hope begins. Jesus, build your house inside of us. Some say it's the steeple made up of brick and stone. You say it's the people of the Lord. Let me hear you now. The church is not a building made up of me and you. It's not a place we go to. It's not a thing we do. It's who we are together or apart. So in the name of Jesus, with His power and His heart, we say, Jesus, build your house inside of us, where the wind and waves won't shatter us, where love wins and hope begins. Jesus, build your house inside of us. Come on! Say it's the steeple made up of brick and stone, but you say it's the people of the Lord. Let me hear you now. The church is not a building made up of me and you. It's not a place we go to. It's not a thing we do. It's who we are together or apart. In the name of Jesus, with His power and His heart, we say, Jesus, build your house inside. Where the wind and waves won't shatter us, where love wins and hope begins. Jesus, build your house inside of us. All right. Remember, you can't go to church or do church. It's who you are. It's who we are. We are the church when we gather together and when we scatter all over the whole world, right? Come on. This house is built on a firm foundation. Everything else just sinking sand. You are the rock on which we stand. Right, sing with me. This house is built on a firm foundation. Everything else is just sinking sand. You are the rock on which we... You guys ready? Here we go. This house is built on a firm foundation. Everything else is just sinking sand. You are the rock on which we stand. Jesus, build your house inside of us, where the wind and waves won't shatter us, where love wins and hope begins. Jesus, build your house inside. Jesus, build your house inside of us, where the wind and waves won't shatter us, where love wins, hope begins. Jesus, build your house inside of us. Oh,
Gang, we're almost there. We're here!
Hey, wow!
Oh, the temple ruins. The ancient temple ruins. It's been so long since I've been in this part of the valley.
Hey, Dave, how long has it been since you were at the temple ruins?
Oh, it's been so long that they weren't called ancient back then, and they weren't even in ruins.
Wait, you were at the temple before it was destroyed?
Yes, I was.
Dave, what was it like?
Oh, it was marvelous. A beautiful building. There were parties every day. There was singing and dancing. Oh, the memories.
Oh, wow. It sounds like you really miss it.
I do. The memories are flooding back.
Dave, I'm sorry, buddy.
Guys, I have an idea. I think I know what we can do to help Dave feel better. Really?
No, I already told you we're not doing that scrapbook idea that he asked for.
No, not a scrapbook. Okay. I think we should rebuild the temple. What? Rebuild the temple? Yeah. But we can't. I've already broken like 3 nails.
Yeah, and I mean, the survival guide gives us instructions, but we don't have any supplies or materials. They're different.
Hey, you three. What are you doing? Are you finishing my scrapbook?
Mm-hmm. Dave, we have an even better idea than that.
What?
What if we rebuild the temple?
What? Are you serious?
Totally serious. I mean, all the instructions we need are right in here. And then the people can have this place to party again. Yeah.
Yeah, talk about leveling up. That would make our jungle adventure so epic.
Yes, it's crazy, but it might be just crazy enough to work. Yes, I love it.
Okay, we do need supplies.
Okay.
And we definitely need help.
How do we get supplies and money?
Now, I think I can help. All the jungle neighbors remember those days, and let me give a quick call.
Okay.
Yes, they'll come.
Great. Wow. Now we just need money to get supplies.
What about a bake sale and maybe a hut wash?
Oh, and I know I can sell all my stuff on Craigslist and OfferUp and Facebook Marketplace.
Yes, let's sell all of your stuff and I'll donate money for my Twitch streams.
Yes,
Fast
and,
thumbs.
And
lots
I'll
of
put
views.
an ad in the penny saver for kitty cat cleaners.
What's a penny saver?
Before your time. Anyway.
Okay, so here's what we're going to do.
Yes.
I have a list for each of you. Go gather these supplies and let's meet back here and start building, okay?
But hey, be cautious. We don't want Queen Tubatan Yutton to catch wind of this.
True, or else we might end up downwind in the lion's den.
No. It's exactly right. Okay, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Temple time!
This is so cool. I can't wait to see the temple rebuilt.
I know, right? I love how this team works together to make the most of every situation.
Rebuilding the temple is going to be a lot of hard work.
For sure, but no task is too big when we do it in the obedience to God.
That's so true. Just like our big picture question and answer reminds us, how can we obey God? We trust that He will give us the strength.
Before we dive into today's message, let's check in on our Tropical Run contestants.
They're always competing in the wackiest ways. Let's take a look.
All right, welcome everybody to Tropical. Oh, I'm Coco. Wait,
No, he's not. He's Loco and I'm Coco.
this is a game. Okay, I got it now. I'm good. This is a game where kids come together, they play, they get wet, they get wild, and we don't give them anything.
And this is also why he doesn't do the introduction. Welcome to Tropical Run, everyone. I am Coco. And today we have one of my favorite all-time games, Message in a Bottle. In this game, teams will be given a riddle. They will find bowling pins with words on them to spell out the answer to the riddle. The first team to solve the riddle is our winner.
Now that you said it, I kind of remember how to play. Let's meet our teams.
I'm Evie. I'm Delaney. And we're the Blue Dolphins. Hi,
Wow. Okay. Now that we've met our teams, let's count down.
Well, it was the Cobra Corns, right?
Let's just go with corns.
Okay,
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Here we go.
Oh, they are taking off. Man, that
let's
was
look at that again.
almost a sister takedown right there.
Sister takedown.
Wow.
She...
Look at her. She didn't even waver.
Yeah, not
she got
even phased.
all the way back.
One bit. 2
All right,
pins.
2 for the blue baboons, 1 for the Cobra Corns.
She set it down. She's figuring out
That's
what...
gonna be 3. That's
so
gonna
she's
be
gotta
3
figure
for
out,
the blue baboons.
She's got to figure out what it's saying, correct?
Yeah, they've got to unscramble this riddle.
Okay.
But man, look at these form of
He's
these
headed
Cobra
out.
Corns.
She's got 3. She's figuring it out. Whoa.
Oh, I think he has 4 now.
He got like 9 now.
What on earth?
I can't count.
Was that cheating? I think that was
Oh!
legit.
Knocked down!
Taken down by his dad.
He's got a lot of work to do to get
Look
this
at her,
back
she's
up
taking a
and going.
break.
Yeah,
She's chilling
All right,
for a
he's
second.
working really hard out there.
They are close
They have
though.
a few more. Let's go, let's go, let's go.
And somehow the blue baboons lost some of theirs.
Yeah, I'm not
This is
sure
crazy.
what's going on here.
Oh.
I think they got, no,
Ah.
it fell down.
Here comes the judge. Here
Yeah,
comes the judge.
she's
It's
gonna make
actually me.
sure.
Let's see. And we have a winner! Look at that!
Wait, you were the judge?
I know. I just kind of do a little bit of everything.
That's amazing.
Congratulations, Cobra Corns.
Cobra
We
Corns
are-
did it.
They did it. We are so proud of you. You did a great job. You really came back, didn't they?
They did. It knocked down, and then they set it back up, and then they won.
I think it was their form in the water, like
Yeah.
their running form in the water
Yeah.
that did it for them, right?
Yeah, and they really just stayed Cobra Corning, I think is what
The
happened.
whole time.
Yeah.
The whole time.
All right, we'll see you guys next week.
Hey guys, it's the Black Rhino. That's my name and that's my nickname. And some of you may wonder, why Black Rhino? Whenever you see me somewhere, please ask me why my name is the Black Rhino. I promise I'll tell you, it's a great story. Where do you find most of the black rhinos in the world? In Africa. Yes, and where is Africa? You have to find it on the map. Now, I come from a small country in the continent of Africa known as Kenya. And I'm glad to be here with you. I am the global pastor here at Mariners Church. And my work is to work with our teams to take people like you and your families around the world to places like Mexico and Kenya and Congo and Egypt and China, all around the world. So one day, I hope you and your family and I can go on a global faith adventure. We can go to Mexico, to Haiti, to China, to Congo, to Uganda, and maybe I might just show you a real black rhino. So we've been learning about God's people, God's chosen people. From the beginning, God chose a people, not so that they can just be special by themselves. It's so that they can showcase who God is, that as other people see them, they will see a loving relationship between God and his people, and they too will want to have the same relationship. So today, we're going to see how the people of God, we've been learning how the people of God have disobeyed and they have gone into exile. But God is a promise-keeping God, and the story of the Bible is actually of a God who continuously, persistently, and fervently runs after us. It's not us going after God, it's a God who comes after us. And many years after being in exile for 70 years, God shows up again. He's a promise keeper. So I'm going to look at a scripture in Ezra. Book of Ezra, chapter 1, verse 1 to 4 says this. In the first year of King Cyrus of Persia, in order to fulfill the word of the Lord spoken through Jeremiah, the Lord roused the spirit of King Cyrus to issue a proclamation throughout the entire kingdom and to put it in writing. This is what King Cyrus of Persia says. The Lord, the God of heavens, has given me all the kingdom of the earth and has appointed me to build him a house at Jerusalem in Judah. Any of you, his people among you, may his God be with him, and may he go to Jerusalem in Judah and to build the house of the Lord and the God of Israel, the God who is in Jerusalem. This, we see that the people of Israel have been in exile for 70 years. But God is a promise-keeping God, and so he decides to send the people back. He uses this king called King Cyrus. Now, you remember King Nebuchadnezzar was the one before that, and he had taken them into exile. This time, he raises another king, a king named Cyrus, who says, you're going to go back to Jerusalem and build my temple. Why build my temple? So that you can be my people, I can be your God. God always wants us to be his people, and for him to be our God. The story of the Bible is a story of a God, a loving Father who persistently and consistently pursues you. So he was sending his people back to Jerusalem to be able to showcase who God is so that they can be his people and so that he can be their God. You see, we obey God because he loves us. And God always wants to show the world that we are his people and he is our God. As you can imagine, some people were nervous to go back. Others were scared. Some were excited. And because there's so many things that happened. And as I think about it, I think about some people who might have been nervous or scared, who had forgotten who God is. You see, sometimes in our disobedience, we forget who God is. We love Lion King, don't we? And you see, one of the scenes that I love from Lion King is when Simba goes to the river and sees a reflection of Mufasa. And Mufasa shows up and he says this to him. He says, Simba, you have forgotten who you are. You have forgotten me and therefore forgotten who you are. Sometimes we forget who God is. As the children of Israel were in captivity and in exile, they had forgotten who God is. And this was a time for them to be reminded of who God is, that he is their God and they are his people. You see, friends, God is a promise-keeping God. And because he's a promise-keeping God, he can be trusted. And so today, even as you go on through life, remember that God keeps his promises. He kept his promises that even after 70 years, he brought his people back. And his people remembered who he is so that they can remember they are God's people and that God is a promise-keeping God and he can be trusted. You see, without God, you can't. But without you, he won't. So this week, my challenge to you is to remember who you are. Remember that God is a promise-keeping God and that you have been called into his life and you can continue working on this journey with him. So as you think about this week, think about that. Remember who you are because God is a promise-keeping God and he can be trusted, right? Black Rhino out.
Great job, everybody. Looks like we have everything we need to get started.
We do, and it's amazing how generous everyone is. The people are so excited. They're especially excited for the big temple bash.
Ain't no party like a jungle party, 'cause the jungle party don't stop.
Well, before we can have a party that doesn't stop, we have to first get started. And we have a lot of work to do before we get started.
Right, and I think we should start with a big, bold, beautiful door that could be a great backdrop for my eyes.
Or we could start with the biggest pieces first so I can show off my muscles.
Guys, you both do know how we're going to make this decision, right?
Right.
Oh,
The survival guide!
Exactly. And the survival guide says right here on page 72 that we should start with the altar.
Done!
Oh, wow.
Yes! Oh, it's back in its original glory. It brings me back to when I first laid eyes upon it.
Oh, Jungle, Dave, it's okay. This is amazing.
You know what? This is all amazing. I think this is called for celebration.
Yeah. All right.
All right, we're dancing with the heavy altar. Yes. Oh, yeah.
Very strong, Dave.
Yeah. Hernia.
Those pesky adventurers thinking that they can come into my jungle and stir up trouble?
Chill, Mama T. Those cats are straight chill. I mean, I dig their jams.
Digging their jams? How could you be so dense? If they finish building that temple, they'll never worship me. The temple is where people worship God.
Right, that's a straight buzzkill, but those jams.
There has to be something to stop them.
I don't know, Queenie. At my feast, they still had their flavor. I mean, they still survived. And they went to the lion's den with the totes unlit.
I mean, Son, don't think I don't know how they got out of that stink pit. Anyways, my usual methods have been they just have not stood up against them with their noses in that survival guide.
So like, what's next?
I've got it. We'll bury them in paperwork.
That Queen Tibetan, she will just not leave our adventurers alone, will she?
She seems to always be waking up at the wrong side of the bed.
I can't wait to see what happens next week, and you at home won't want to miss it. It's our final week of our jungle adventure.
That's so exciting. I have a feeling next week will be filled with plenty of fun.
Final week, huh? Good thing I saved the most dangerous critter for our final series finale.
Crocodile Man, are you sure you can afford another injury?
Oh, no worries. It's just part of being in the jungle.
You know, I've been thinking, I've never had to rebuild a temple, but there are plenty of things in my life that God has asked me to do that have been way too hard to do on my own.
I feel you, mate. In those hard times, I always remember that I have the strength of Christ right inside of me to help me.
Hey, that's a great reminder, Crocodile Man. And it reminds me of a great song. What do you say we worship together?
Wow, it's going to be so cool to see the crew rebuild the ancient temple. It's going to be hard work, but with God, anything is possible. Our God is super strong, super big, and super powerful. So come on, let's worship him together. Come on, let's sing. My God is strong. He'll do anything big or small. Nothing is impossible for a super wonderful God. Every day I can know God is always there for me and my family. Every day I can know greater is the one who lives inside me. Super big, super strong, super wonderful God. Super big, super strong, super wonderful God. Sing, my God is strong. He'll do anything big or small. Nothing is impossible for a super wonderful God. Every day I can know God is always there for me and my family. Every day I can know greater is the one who lives inside me. Super big, super strong, super wonderful God. Super big, super strong, super wonderful God. Sing it with me. Super big, super strong, super wonderful God. 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 Sing it out. There you go.
What if I believed Christ in me? Oh, hey there. Ha, now, little ankle biters, worship may be over, but stay tuned in for the Family Connect question. Hurry, grab your mom, your dad, and don't forget to tune in next week for the Big Picture Show. Crikey, out!